Hey, what's going on, everyone? Got a late start. Still running late, but wanted to get to this video. The dollar, real quick now, came all the way back up into resistance and backed off. Made this nasty candle close yesterday. Yesterday closed. Here's the open. It looks like we already broke previous lows on this nasty reversal. Bearish retracement back into resistance. You can see the rounding top. This opened up, opened down and retraced all the way back into resistance. So I suspect this is going to fall over, which is good for us. And gold and silver. See what happens. Just keep it to the one index. 10-year treasury. We still have that exhaustion, sideways action. Now it broke down, closed on its lows, closed below 13, and it's right close to breaking into the previous pattern, making this a whole whipsaw. Let's see if support can hold, but that whole downtrend looks like it to whipsaw back into the previous pattern. We got support 219, 210. We got previous highs in around 2. So a good bet this might come all the way back down to 2. Inwards and around. But that looks like it's going to come back into the pattern. It's bearish, closing on its lows, closing below the 8 and 13, which is previous highs. It's on a tether. But that looks like an exhaustion move. And look out below 230. It's previous lows. S&P, this thing took off. Flat top break. Wish I had a futures account. Came back into support after the breakout here. It's a pretty badass move. Bounced right off the pattern. The throwback was perfect. Right into support. Boom. The launching pad. Flat top break right there. Thing is it all because of Trump? I mean, what's going on here? I mean, the dollar's coming down. Equities are going up. Is this like a move? A parabolic move at the end of a long uptrend? I mean, it's been going up for 8 years. And then it broke previous highs. And there's no rhyme or reason. I mean, this is just fake. It seems just real fake. But that being said, is it all because of Trump? I mean, just today he announced. Yesterday it was Japanese industrialists investing huge amounts of money, and then today some steel manufacturers are going to open up 10,000 more jobs. Carriers coming back. I guess Ford's going to open up some Detroit plants. I mean, is that? I guess it's justifiable, but it just seems to me that this is way just parabolic. I guess it's too early to say if it's all parabolic, but I'm looking for a double top on the open. We'll see what happens. I think it's a pump and dump before Trump actually takes the keys. That's what I'm betting on. Because 20 trillion, that's national debt, 20 trillion plus the unfunded liabilities. We're in a huge mess. India just uh, took back all the cash out of the system. Uh, that's going to be an interesting little story in India. No one's going to be able to buy anything. Everyone's going to be working, but no one can get a paycheck. It's real crazy going on. Italy, banks are shutting down. There's no rhyme or reason why this is happening. Is it just that all of a sudden our country looks a lot better than everybody else's? Is that the push? Um, but the dollar's losing value against the gold. I just don't get it. I don't know what the hell's going on. Someone please help me. So confused. Look at that. That's parabolic. I mean, what do you got to say? The let's look at some RSI. See what's going on in long-term RSI. Um, the Fisher. Let's do that. Why not? Let's see. Can we just go up? There we go. Yeah, this is totally over the top. Why would I tie it in with volume? Dang it. There we go. That's since the election right there. 11, 7, 8, right there. Way overbought, right? Always get it mixed up, but you know what I mean. It's way up in the ceiling. Last time I got up there, it was no extension bars. What do you think, guys? Is this a pump and dump by the Fed? They're so bitter. Damn. Well, it's got to be a top. I mean, the rubber band can only be stretched so far before it hits threshold and has to turn around to gather its legs. I mean, is this the top of all tops? It feels like it, because that is no rhyme or reason. Trump's not even in yet. It's all forward promises. Hasn't even taken the keys yet. But, I mean, is it true? I don't know. It's way overbought. And this is a long-term 34 Fisher, which tells you how high it is compared to. Let's see. Let's go longer term. Longer term, different story on the longer term. This thing can go way higher. I'm just so confused, guys. I can see the technical analysis breakout. Yes, I can see bullish retracement back into support after the break. And then the flat top break and it just blasts off. But damn. This is getting crazy. I think it's a blow off top. It's got to be. Alright, so onwards. So confused about the equities. Just the fundamentals this doesn't match up. But the technicality, yeah, I wish I had a futures account. That was bomb. Here's the flat top break coming in on crude, but it's got rejected so far. Need some room here. Definitely a turnover. It's closing on its lows on the daily. That's not good. It's coming into previous highs. Closed into support on its lows though. Next line of support's in and around 50. We got support coming in and the 13 crossing now. It was saved by the bell. Came across. Guess we got support coming in. Let's see if the EMA 8 on crude on a daily chart can hold. Otherwise, could come all the way back in. But still bullish on crude. I mean, it held, and whipsawed. Broke previous highs, came back into support. Still bullish. But daily is not. Daily is not bullish. It's got to gather its legs. It's got a nice rounded top. No wicks though. So thinking maybe a nice controlled sell into support. So we'll see. NASDAQ, even the NASDAQ. I mean, it's not making new highs, but why not? Right? Let's go, NASDAQ. You're lagging. I think Apple sales are down quite a bit. Got to break that pattern. Could go for a while. Let's see a long term on this one. I mean, is this? I mean, am I crazy? How can it go up forever? I mean, I've never bought anything Apple. Well, I can't say anything, but definitely not for a long time. That's some reversal bars on the monthly charts. Those turned into bottoms. Flat top breaks coming in. I don't know, guys. It's bullish. Yeah, I wish I had a futures account for that one. That might be surprisingly. No, it's a lag. It's a lagger. When everything else is turned around, this thing's going to go up. Let's go to coal. Yeah, not to mention when I was talking about Trump. Not to mention coal. I mean, bullish, right? Flat top break, gapped. Nice fast U and broke previous highs. Got rejected a little bit. Where's the rejection at? Oh, there's no rejection. It's got blue skies to 70. Yep. Nice flat top break. W. That bullish W there. No throwback yet though. See if we can find a throwback. Oh, I don't have a way to look up earlier than the day chart. Sorry. Shanghai. So I bought this. Oh. I'm waiting for this to come back into support. See what happens. I'm gonna buy limit order coming in. Previous. I got a double top here. What else? There was a low here. And see if it'll come down and grab me into previous lows or highs, excuse me. Tired. I got support line right here at the gap. And which other? I had something else going on. Oh yeah, this bottom here. So I'll see what happens. I'm bearish on this as it is going to bullish retrace back into support. And my buy order's at the 13. Nikkei. Oh, looks like I already bought that. Oh, short. Looking for this to come back into support too. I was fooling around, obviously. Let's see here. Why did I go short? Oh, look at that gap open. I think that this is a exhaustion move. That's a nice 2-bar pattern. Gap came into support, gapped, came into support, gapped. So far a lower high. And I went short because let's see if we can find. Oh, here it is. That 2-bar pattern. I am plus now we have a double top. I put my sell order in before this happened, so that's why I'm kind of confused where that came from. But this 2-bar pattern, I think is bearish. So I'm looking for a lower high and coming crashing back into support on the longer term. Yeah, it's hitting resistance, long-term resistance. So I'm going short for those reasons, but I'm also thinking it needs to come down into support. So I'll get a buy order to cover right down there. I'll probably adjust that later, depending on how fast this thing turns over or not. So far, I'm in a plus with one contract. Let's go to gold. Gold. Had a good day. Let's check that daily chart. Oh, we needed gold to come across that 8. Came across that 8, hit resistance. Previous lows, 13 is right there. Let's see if we can keep going. Need to consolidate above the 8. Maybe another try across the 13. It's got to get above previous lows. And then we can hit inwards around 1200. If we can get above 1200, we're doing good. And if we can really get this thing moving and get above 1230, above previous highs, closer into previous lows, this little range in here, if we can get up in that little range right there, we can catch our momentum back, I think. But here comes that J curve, right? And you can see the distance between price and the 34. Price and the 34. You can see how through time it kind of has to churn across and bounce. So I'm looking for some more action. Be pretty hard for the week to do it. If it closed all the way up here and made a hammer, let's see if we can close on our highs, I guess. It'll be a close hammer. It's almost going green for the week. Almost going green for the week. But I'll accept this spinning top. You can kind of see, if you bring this thing out a little bit, you can kind of see the down and the accumulation here. So hopefully this is the bottom. Looks like the dollar's coming off a little bit more. Oh, it's a weekly chart. Daily. So it was high and tight a few moments ago. It came off already. So broke down, double topped, lower high, bearish, 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 broke through, bearish retraced, made a nasty candle here, and now it's opening down. So if we can get that thing going down, let's get above previous lows first. Let's get in the 1200 range. Right there. I'm going to go ahead and buy. 5-minute chart. See where we're at. I'm not ready to buy yet. Although, if I can get it coming down into support, I may like that. See what happens. Silver. Silver might be coming in on a 5-minute hammer. Double top, higher low. Hourly chart needs to gather its legs. Let's see how we're doing on the daily. Yeah, it might have to come back into support. And come to think of it, same with AG. But good bottom, nice pattern break. We got a cross coming in. I think that price always likes to come down to meet the crossings, not always into support, but pulls down. So let's see if we can get some support buy, maybe some volatility to come down and grab this thing. We'll put a limit buy at support. Where is it? Copper looks like it's turning over as well. We got a double top, extension bar, and reversal bar. Falling star into support, lower high. Watch out for previous low breaks. Looks like it's coming back down into support. It was bullish. Nice break. So silver and copper are doing the same. See if we can get gold in the same line. Looks like silver. Silver's leading, right? Am I correct by saying that silver is the first mover to make a bottom? Oh, here's what I'm concerned about too. Now that we're into resistance and we're going to be coming back down, I got a buy order on silver back into the previous pattern break. I'm worried about another flag pattern coming in. And the reason why I say that is because GDX has that flag pattern. Flag. I'm going to be selling this into resistance and figuring out where we're going to be when we get there. But be careful, okay? Coming into resistance at EMA 8 is previous resistance line, previous lows, previous highs. Breaking outside of that pattern would be awesome. Consolidating above the EMA 8, always staying above the EMA 8. If we can do that, then I'm not worried about the flag. But right now, we're coming into resistance, and this thing might just take another leg. And that leg can go all the way down to next support lines. Another leg. Measured move. So be careful. Watch out for that flag. Now Nugget, on the other hand, has got more of a pattern going in. Right? Got more of a pattern. It's got a pattern break. But just be careful as we come into resistance. I guess they all look the same on the daily. Got across. Going to see this thing come down a little bit. If a little extension bar and then come down, that would be ideal. Or, I mean, anything can happen. If we can get above on longer term charts, back above previous lows and previous highs, consolidate and move higher, we can gain our momentum back. Well, we got crap right now. Got some bouncing. But let's take Bitcoin. Still in that double top. Gotta take it out. Looks like dollar came down another couple. Went through AG. Watch out for that flag. Or no, AG is coming back into support. But still, I mean, pretty flimsy. Only one line of support left. That EMA 8 we are above on a weekly. Pattern break. I'm thinking this is going to come back down into the pattern. We'll see. Daily. Let's see it here. I think it's going to come back down into support. What else? Cliff. We're going to have another push. It's like an extension or exhaustion kind of. Watch for previous low breaks. And the EMA 8 is right there. But I don't know, this thing is it's got that sharp U right there at the end. After a consolidation on the 8, previous high break came back into support, pushed past through previous highs and came back in. I think it's still bullish. That's a huge U. I got previous lows in and around 13, so maybe an exhaustion move in and around there. See what happens. It's been going. Still waiting for CLLXF. Hasn't done much because of volume. Volume did pick up though. There's too much crap going on here. Dang it. Let's get these things screwed up. I don't know how to use them yet. Let's see volume. Volume picked up a little bit here. On this right here. I'm thinking it's trying, but not quite. And right now, on a weekly chart, we have a double top. So that's something to watch if you're in this thing. We got a triple top on the daily. Broke below, came back up above previous high, which is good. Closed at 44. Needs to break previous highs, right? And hit a top. Whipped back down. I don't see any reason why it shouldn't go all the way up to $3, but just kidding. Look for previous high breaks at 50. Previous low breaks, as it did bounce off of support and closed into resistance on its high. So I'm thinking, is it bullish? It needs to close. It did close above this high. It needs to close again above 48. And that would probably be really good for a weekly chart close. Although it has to take out that double top. If it doesn't take out that double top on a weekly close, I'm not sure what I would do. Because I got support. Watch out for the double top. And it's a lower high. Yeah. Oh yeah, Deutsche Bank. Look at that Deutsche Bank. Look at that classy little stair step into. That's a controlled consolidation fade right there. Deutsche Bank saved by the bell. Got a V bottom. Closing on its highs so far. We got resistance and resistance and then resistance and resistance. Saved by the bell. Something smells fishy out there. I don't know what's going on. Deutsche Bank, huh? Gold can't catch a bottom with all the high demand, but Deutsche Bank does? Yeah, right. See if we can find some kind of a. There's a 2-bar pattern, 3-bar pattern. Watch for any kind of bearish retracement, but closing above previous lows. Looks a little a base and then a breakout. So that looks pretty promising. That's a bearish flag, and then that churned. See if we got anything. NAK. NAK did good today. I wish I could clear off all this crap with one button. Looks like the daily put in a falling star. Right? Watch out on NAK, guys. I know some of you guys are trading it, but that's falling star. Exhaustion move. Long wick. Long wick. See what happens, but looks like its push today was exhaustion. Made it all the way up to 161 or almost. So watch on that. Looks like ASM's basing on a daily. Look for a flat top break on that bottom pattern. Lots of bottoms going on. There's a break above, hit resistance, came back into support, going for another try. Look for flat top break. That move across at 34. That's the best move ever. Moving across the 34, coming into the 34, buying into support, and taking a ride. Flash flood this. Lots of bottom plays. Look for the flat top breaks on the upside. Into previous lows. Get above that 34. Ego. Even Ego had a bottom. EGO. AUI. Dang, all the way to 3? There's a pinch. 3 bar. We got a triple bottom. Came across. See if we can catch. Maybe there's a buy order in here somewhere. As it broke and retreated. But we got a cross coming in. That looks interesting. All the way to 3. And they pulled this thing way back. Double bottomed on a weekly chart. Flag, flag, flag. 3 flags. And you can see the U now. Could be a dollar move on the upside. Get over that EMA 8, catch some support, break into previous lows. FSN, let's see if this one's ready. This one should be more bullish than a lot of them because it broke out. Let's see if this thing's churning. So far for the month, a higher low. Close below the EMA 8 though. See what happens. I guess that's it, guys. Oh yeah, I had a question on this bad boy. GLDLF. Gold Mining Inc. is the new symbol for BRZ. And now I obviously don't have a feed on it. But if the chart is what it looks like before the name change, then I would say, yeah, there is a bottom play here. I don't know when the name change was, but GLDLF is a new symbol. It closed at 160. So if the chart is the same, then previous high breaks have been broken, and I think as high as 164, and it came back in. If the charts are the same, I don't have a feed, so this is all gibberish, but you can see that the W and then the accumulation right there. Look for previous high breaks. I mean, if you have a feed on it, that looks like a pretty tight pattern. Pretty tight indeed. So with that being said, previous high breaks at 164. Take a ride. But I don't even know what the chart looks like. Hopefully it's the same, right? Why wouldn't they just change the name and delete the feed? I'm not sure what's going on. But it is in service. Yeah, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Lots of bottoms to be had. Watch for previous high breaks. Let's take a real quick peek. Dollar's still coming down. We started at 6, now it's at 9. Gold is booming. Just hoping that was going to come back down into support. Not a chance. Not a chance. We'll see what happens. I'm still betting for a tappy right there at the 5-minute. Double top. Double top. If that breaks out, I'll put my buy order at the previous high support, which is, let's call it right there. Let's take a ride and see if it'll grab me. Slam a dam a ding dong. Come on now. Oh, no way. Just kidding. Paper trading's the best. You can just throw it out there. I got my at the base of the bodies of these wicks, which is my support. I can go down a little bit, which I probably should, but once it breaks out and throws back, it gets violent. Sometimes it'll come and grab it, but not this time. So now I got support levels to climb, see if it'll come back and grab me. Volatility's in. It broke. See if it'll come back and grab me. Gets violent. It gets violent. Silver. I'll probably have to wait for this to come on a flat top break because the next resistance is too close to call. And if I remember correctly, I think I wanted to go short on this as it comes back into support. Yeah, silver is, I'm bearish on that for the interim, the intraday. Looking for a pullback on silver. Gold. Did it pick me up? No. Gold's in resistance too, but I like this 5-minute chart. So that's it, guys. It looks like I missed my buy, but I will see you tomorrow, and let's go gold and silver. See what happens. See ya.